The Air Force pioneered, in DOW, the Air Force pioneered this concept of open topics, which was a solicitation topic that said, any idea at all you think might be of interest to the Air Force. The floodgates opened, and every innovative newcomer with a new idea that the Air Force hadn't preconceived, okay, that they had a problem or they could possibly do something better, showed up, which is why AFWERK's number of proposals exploded by at least an order of magnitude. And some of the best ideas that got through even to StratFi were things that came through open topics. I think 40 or 50% of AFWERK's SBIRs now are through the open topics, which was a great mental model shift. So in the 2022 reauthorization, we got in the clause that every DOW component has to have an open topic once a year, okay, in order to have everybody have this floodgate. But then it was sabotaged, okay, pretty clearly by people like, yeah, I'll slap the word open on my regular restricted topic. I'll have an open topic on how to buff the pop rivets on the outside of my aircraft carrier. Open topic. How are you going to buff the, it was ridiculous. They used the word open, but it was clearly just a regular topic, slap with the word open. So the 2020, the Innovate Act we worked on with Senator Ernst had a more clear definition of exactly what an open topic is and a little more enforcement behind it. So that's a very valuable change as well. And then we get to the whole SBIR mill problem, which is companies that have turned SBIR into their livelihood, companies who make their profit off of the labor hours of SBIR, companies who don't want to commercialize their stuff. They found this cozy little niche to survive in, and they just don't want to leave. But the problem is that over the 43-year history of the program, though Congress has made noise about wanting them not to participate and wanting them to get out, it's never actually had any teeth in the law. In the 2022 reauthorization, we put extremely little baby teeth around commercialization benchmarks and almost non-existent punishment for failing to meet the benchmarks. It was a joke. It was a ridiculous joke, okay? Now in the Innovate Act, Senator Ernst is like, no, we really want, this program is seed capital for truly small companies to bootstrap their product so they can get into a real business and graduate. And the best companies out of the SBIR program have been the graduates. And everybody points to them, the Qualcomms, the Amgens, iRobots, Ginkgo Bioworks, Viasat, phenomenal success stories out of the SBIR program. But they're all the graduates. They left. They took a little bit of money, developed a product, became explosive successes, and left. Okay? That is the demographic of a SBIR success. Okay? Not a company that's won $700 million of SBIRs and has never produced more than $100 million of commercial sales out of the SBIR money. That's a failure.